Hello everyone. So in today's session we are going to see about one important concept in ladder logic. Fine. Let's see what is the topic name. Fine. So before that I'll explain one situation and let's learn the topic from that. Okay? Fine. So far we were using a switch, like turning on a switch using I 0.0 and we are turning on one output, name it as Q 0.0. Fine. So what it will be actually doing, even if you are turning on, it will be on. If you turn off, it will be off. Right? That's what the switch is, right? Whatever we are having in our home, if you turn on a fan switch, it will on. If you turn off the switch, your fan will be off. Correct? This is the switch case. Imagine you are having a push button. Okay? Imagine I 0.0 is the push button. So you are pushing the button. So your output is on. If you release that, your output is off. Correct? So we may have a push button in our home for turning on a motor. If you push that, it will make a contact. If you release that, your motor will remain in an on condition. Correct? So push button is like, we cannot make the push button to pressed continuously, right? Anyhow, we need to remove our finger from that so that the motor should continuously on. Okay, we need to find out what is behind that screen. How that even though we break the contact by releasing our hand, how come it is making the output to remain on? Correct? So whatever we are having here is the switch. See here, if you turn on, it will be on. If you turn off, it is off. Correct? But how to turn on a Q 0.0 continuously? Even though if you turn off I 0.0, how to make Q 0.0 to turn on continuously? Right? That is very important. Fine. So what we can do? That we need to check it out. For example, by using switches you want to turn on and turn off a motor. Means imagine this is a motor. Okay. What we will be doing? We are using one switch to turn on and another switch to turn off. Like this. Correct. We will be using one more switch here. So it will be like start switch and stop switch. Correct. See, by using one switch you are turning on, by using another switch you are turning off. Fine. But how to make a input continuously on even if you turn off this? See, your I 0.0 is off, your Q 0.0 is off. But I don't want such situation. I want to turn on Q 0.0 continuously. It should be in the on condition continuously. So, in that case, what is the solution? What we can do for this? That is the concept we are going to see, and the concept name is called as latching. Okay, imagine your I 0.0 is a push button. Even though if you turn off this, how to make this output continuously on? Okay, how we are going to make means we are going to introduce a parallel contact parallel to your input like this. Okay, fine. So this contact I am going to name it as your output contact. Output address I am making. So by connecting a parallel contact of your output will make the output to continuously on. Let's have a look. Shall we check that? Yeah. Imagine I 0.0 is a push button. You are turning on. You are removing your hand. You are removing your finger, but still your output is in a on condition. Right? So this is latching. By connecting a parallel contact of your output in parallel with your input, because here your input is getting off, but still you can get supply from this place. So this is latching or seal in contact. This is also called as seal in contact. Fine. So this is called as latching. So by connecting a parallel contact, we can make use of this. So you may ask me how it is on. How this Q 0.0 is getting, see here, now in the initial condition this is not on, correct now? Your Q 0.0 is not in on condition. Why? Because this is not on, right? That's what, this is also in off condition. So when you press this is on, because of the address, this is also on. So now the current is flowing through this passage also and this passage also, right? So if you turn off this, current cannot take this route, but current can take this route. Power is taking this route to reach from left rail to right rail. Got it? So like this only we are doing the latching. So this is seal in contact or latching. So even though if you are turning off the input, your output still is on. This is called as latching. You can take this as a push button also. I 0.0 is a push button. So this is how in our home or in a metro station and all we are having a push button for operation, right? Even though you are removing your finger, it remains on, no? So this is the concept behind that. So they have done the latching of your output coil with input. That's what, even though if you remove your input contact, it still is on. Fine. So this is called as latching. Fine. So now you may have another confusion. So yes, I have turned on. So how to turn off this? Somewhere, in some place, I need to turn off my motor, right? Q 0.0 we need to turn off in some place. Correct? So how to turn off? Obviously, with I 0.0 we cannot turn off. Correct? So we need to use one stop push button for that. Right? So stop push button means that also is a push button. You need to put over here like this. So this circuit is called as unlatching. Okay. So this is latching and this is unlatching. So for unlatching there is no need for parallel contact. Right? Because anyhow it is going to turn off. So no need for parallel contact. See here, I am going to turn on and turn off. Still output is in on condition. When you want to turn off the output, press I 0.0, it will off. Okay. Even if you release that, it's still in a off condition because this line got broke. No. So power is not having any route to flow, any route to reach the output. So it is off. So this is latching and unlatching concept, which is very, very important in ladder logic. So I am repeating, I 0.0 is on, output is on. Even if you release that, output still in a on condition. Fine. So even if you turn on your unlatching, I mean I 0.1, it is unlatched the circuit. Right. So this is making contact and breaking contact using push button. Fine. So push button is one of the important digital input. So in industries, people will be using push button more comparing to switches because push button is having more advantages than switches. It is easy for operation and even corrosion will not happen. In normal toggle switches and all, corrosion will be happening, right? But in push buttons and all, it is very useful to operate and it's very easy, flexibility will be there and corrosion will not happen in that. So that's what push buttons are preferably used more in industries. So obviously all the digital inputs will be, at most it will be push buttons. Fine. So yes, so like this only we need to use the push buttons in the ladder logic. Fine. So we can also use this concept in memories by using memories that we will be using in the next chapter. In next chapter I will be explaining the memories and there also we can make use of this latching and unlatching concept. Fine. Because imagine you are having a start and stop push button in your project. Okay. So what is the purpose of start button in a project? Until or unless I press that, nothing should start. Correct now? So you should include that start push button in all the rungs. Your project may have 100 rungs. In all the rungs, you should include the start push button. Same thing, stop push button or emergency stop. That should be included in all the rungs to stop the process immediately. Right, some in emergency cases, if you press the stop push button, everything should stop. Correct. So start and stop push button, we need to place it in all the rungs. Correct. So in that case, latching is also very important, that I will be explaining in the upcoming chapters. Fine. So I hope you have understood the latching and unlatching concept. We'll meet you all in the next session with another interesting concept. Fine. So until then, bye.